Welcome back, gods and goddesses, to the Gifted Goddess channel, where I channel my gifts for the collective advantage. And I encourage you to not only seek your gifts, but to find meaningful ways to use them in any way they deem fit. So let's get directly into the message. Today is December 16th. Remember, all these messages are timeless. It is December 16th, 2025. All these messages are timeless, right? So whenever this finds you, whenever this page finds you, just know you are in alignment to find it. 44 on the timer as I say that. Heavy protection, stable foundations in the energy. Stability is what I just heard coming through for you at this time. So just understand that the Most High is in control, and I'm hearing you're not a victim of your circumstances. Often what happens to you is actually for you, okay? So take that as it resonates. Remember, only take the messages that resonate with you. As I always say, if it applies, then catch this vibe. If it doesn't, then just let it fly, collective. Don't take it personal, okay? So, what I'm getting from this message, okay, so I tried to start delivering, I was supposed to say preaching this message. Oh Lord. I was trying to deliver this message the other day, and a direct channeling came through as I began this message. So, we're going to try this again, okay? But something about masks are coming off, okay? And what the channel was that I got is it doesn't matter if they take the mask off now. Now is significant. So it doesn't matter if they take it off now. Everyone can see them for who they really are. Then I got pigs and 12. So what I'm getting is someone could be in, I'm hearing a licentious, is that the word? Licentious, lusty energy, like being greedy, lustful. I'm also hearing like Leviathan L's could be significant. I just heard someone's taking a hard L 2-4 as I say that. Excuse me. So that means this is escalating quickly. 2-4 escalating quickly, and then 12. Okay, so 12-24 could be significant. Christmas Eve could be significant. Typically, in the culture, if we say pigs or 12, that means the police. So this could be involving a police situation or just being, I'm hearing heavily policed. Okay, so someone who was kind of free to operate in any way they saw fit are going to be heavily policed. Like they policed you, okay, or like they treat other people. Just heavy on people getting what they deserve. I'm hearing before the end of the year. Okay, so 333 on the timer as I say that. Divine definitely in the energy. I'm hearing we got master teachers in the building. Okay. Something about this could be significant. Something could have been occurring since childhood, or someone that was in your life since childhood. They've reaped what they've sown, is what I'm getting, okay? It might be time for you to call a thing, speak up. Something about a DJ is significant as well. Those could be letters in someone's name, initials, a nickname, or someone's an actual DJ. But this person was full of greed, gluttony, vanity, and lust. As I said, low vibrational Louis. Okay, so definitely a 304 message. Should have stated that in the beginning. I just got a taste of fresh baked cookies, like fresh out the oven, chocolate chip. Those are my favorites. So, yeah, something about cookies are significant. 444 as I say that. Okay, I did a message about a cookie monster. One eat all the cookies, child. So this could be someone who liked cookies since childhood, always getting caught with their hand in the cookie jar is what I'm hearing. And yeah, now they're caught with their hand in the cookie jar. They can't wiggle their way out of this. So people are seeing them for who they actually are. I'm getting male figures, okay? So this could be a lot of things, okay? This could be someone's dad, granddad, uncles, fathers of children, BDs, okay? I don't say that, right? But that could be someone's initials, BD, DS, or BS, okay? Somebody's BD's BS is about to be exposed. Also, what I'm getting from that is you have heavy ancestral protection, with protection coming through twice, okay? So you have a lot of protection, whether you may have fathers, grandfathers, uncles, father figures, passed over, fathers of children. They're heavy in your energy for protection, okay? But this person found out they were messing over a strong one, someone who is perhaps anointed or heavily prayed up. That collective was the plot twist, okay? They play these games with people all the time. But with you, I'm just hearing shit wouldn't fly, shit couldn't stick. Like, yeah, nah. They couldn't, yeah, okay. So with me saying stuff couldn't stick, they threw everything at the wall trying to see what would stick, like spaghetti. Spaghetti could be significant. And nothing was sticking, okay? So I'm hearing they tried to stick it to you. Okay, now I'm hearing diva. It's a stick up. I need them bags of that money. Okay, so you could be a diva collective and they just thought that you was pretty. Okay, they didn't know. I'm hearing the spiritual backing or the backing that came with you. They tried to dominate, right? But they couldn't do that to you. They do this with other people all the time and it works. They try to dominate them, and when they can't, they try to annihilate them. However, they are misaligned, okay? They couldn't, I was about to say dilate. Somebody could be dilating. I'm hearing, wow, pupils dilated. Okay, so someone under the influence. Um, I just saw someone ceasing to exist, okay? Like, nope, getting how that energy, white sheets over somebody, okay? But they wanted to annihilate you because they couldn't control you, they couldn't dominate you, they couldn't control the narrative around you, they couldn't force this, I'm hearing narrative about you, uh, trying to take you down by any means necessary. Anytime I'm pausing in the video, I try to cut it out when I'm editing. But anytime I pause, just know that I am listening, okay? Some of us, and here's a hint, when you're thinking, you're actually listening. If you know, you know, okay? Someone's going to try to annihilate them. So basically, we know energy doesn't die, it multiplies. So basically, people are getting out their energy they put out there multiplied. What is that saying? Something doesn't die, we multiply. Not energy, is something else. Drop down in the comments if you know what that saying is, because that's important. I'm thinking of roaches. If y'all hear my child in the background, I apologize. I was thinking of roaches on that they multiply, but that's not the saying, okay? But okay, someone's like a roach in your energy, like they feel like they're invincible, they're creepy crawly. I'm hearing night flyers, okay? So they creep around at night when the lights are low. Okay, this is somebody who's on that late night energy. If you know, you know, there's a lot of people who just, I'm hearing can be by themselves, always got some late night shenanigans going on. Even if they're in a relationship or whatever have you, they are always sharing themselves. They have multiple options. They are giving the peen out, the pee, the puswall, the peen, whatever, to anyone who will take it, okay? I'm getting this person is like a community joystick. Everybody got a turn. Child, let's continue. Let me mind my business, honey, and get through these messages. But yeah, you were heavily anointed, and that was the plot twist, honey. They didn't know that someone can have this type of energy backing them. As I said, you are somebody who's very pretty, a diva, perhaps, possibly talking to a divine feminine, right? If you're here, you must be Bookie. Hey, but usually this works for them. They were misaligned. I'm hearing misinformed as well, because I'm hearing the low vibrational. It was 10 to 44 on the timer. As I said, that definitely trying to fuck around with a chosen one. They fucked around and found out. What I'm getting is they thought they were chosen because they were being able to maneuver and operate in this energy without repercussions or karma hitting them. Now I'm getting, they getting smacked the fuck out, or they about to. Karma's about to make its way back to them. And then karma, isn't a 11:11 on the timer. So new beginnings, yeah, a new dawn, a new day is what I just heard. So people are getting, I'm hearing realigned. Okay, they wanted to be misaligned and causing all this mischievous things behind the energy. I'm hearing the storylines were egregious. Okay, so this is what they do. I'm hearing snake people and then talk about them so bad and create a narrative. So then when this person comes out and says what was done to them, the person who was egregious and snaking them out can basically hide behind the story and narrative that they spread about the other person. But they were misinformed, misaligned, simply because someone does not align with their program. So you two weren't in alignment for whatever reason, possibly because you just had differing opinions. Okay, you're someone who goes by the beat of your own drum. Okay, and this is someone who projects their energy off, is what I'm getting, onto the masses. Okay, this is someone with a position of power who, I'm getting, sits over or stands over a bunch of people. Now I'm seeing principal. This could be a principal or just a leader in an organization, or community, okay, who has a lot of power and control over circumstances and situations with people. They kind of call the shots, right? So they were rich off of this energy. They felt rich and high and mighty off this energy. They were power tripping collective, okay? So yeah, now they're being, I'm hearing, humble to their actual size, okay? Humble to their size, pardon me. We must always do our due diligence and say exactly what needs to be said. Someone's getting an earful now from different circles of people or the community they had immersed themselves in, or people now finding out, these storylines, or what I'm getting is people putting the puzzle pieces together and saying, okay, mask off, this person is not who they claim to be. And yeah, it can't be everybody saying the same thing about you and none of it's true. Okay, at some point, somebody's got to recognize you're the common denominator, and all this shit going haywire, folding, going left. I just heard it short, shrivel, and to the left. Ciao. I don't know whose ancestors is in my energy, but that was too much information. TMI could be initials for somebody. Something about Tims are significant as well. Stimulus. They need a lot of stimuli. Okay, it's heavy on the lies. Okay, they're stimulated by lying on people. That's quite sinister. But who are we to judge, right? Just know if you're dealing with this type of entity, 1444, as I say this, you're chosen, baby. You need to just operate in the ways that you operate, focus on your path. I know it's hard. But we can't focus on the people who don't like us or who are operating against us, moving against us, anything like that. Like, that's their personal business, baby. We got stuff to accomplish, things we're ready to do in life. Just keep pressing on. Heavy on their P's. They don't like that you keep it P, okay? They gotta fake the funk and wear a mask. But you're able to keep it P, baby. Like, you don't have to do anything. I'm just hearing player one activated, like or deactivated. Okay, so this was somebody that was in the player energy trying to play you, but baby, you're the gaming system. Who are you trying to play, honey? I created the game. All right, like all of that. PlayStations could be significant, okay? But this was their way of doing things, and they didn't like that you didn't align with how they do things. Like, you just didn't get in line and be like everybody else, okay? That who he basically, I said he for a reason. This could be a he or a she. Take the roles as they resonate. But they share their opinion, right? And people just jump on board. I'm hearing, what I'm getting is, this is someone who's basically used to being the smartest in the room. I'm hearing the richest in the room, the most abundant and fruitful in the room by default. Okay, so this is a liar who projects a energy where they are holier than thou, mightier than thou, and they kind of give off this energy through masking that they are someone who is pious and upstanding, and they have this position for a reason because they always do and say the right things. But when you peel the layers back and look under the surface, take the mask off, people are seeing that this person, I'm hearing a pillar of a community, I'm hearing presidents, everything, okay? These are leaders in the community, and we see this happening on a global scale, on a local scale, within the culture. I'm seeing head coaches, okay? Like, you know, people are in these positions of power and they're not operating as they should. So positions are being taken away. Okay, the mask is being ripped off. 1717, as I said, that number could be significant for anyone. That comes down to an 8-8. Okay, also. So abundance being taken, and then yeah, just a lot. Okay, so trying to stay on track before I get bombarded with another download mid message, okay? But just understand, this whole situation is under control. I got this whole situation was an odd one simply because you're the odd one out. You're an oddball, okay? So you stood out like a sore thumb. It's easy to point at the different one in all of this, but no one took the time to evaluate. You were just different. No one took the time to evaluate. You weren't just different, you were better in too many ways for them to handle. Your presence alone was like a conviction. So smug they couldn't even recognize the root of their attacks, accusations, etc., was pure jealousy and envy. They were pointing fingers, laughing, calling you the oddball whole time. You're the 8 Ball Collective. Okay. So, with that being said, that's the end of this message. I'm going to end it here. As I always say, go in love and light, seek purpose, not just paychecks, and always do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And until next time, peace.